I could tell you a whimsical tale that's probably very inaccurate. The Sensible Sociopath.
2, 3, 1, go.
Roma, the podcast is here!
It really never gets old.
Sorry about those jokes I said earlier about babies with both sets of genitals.
What does that even mean?
You know, I'm willing to risk my life for this podcast, Roma.
Ugh, that sounds insane.
And I'm also willing to risk your life for this podcast.
There's a difference between, uncomfortable and creepy.
Anyways, that's why I think pedophilia is just a sexuality like any other.
It was kind of traumatizing.
White people are bad and do bad things.
Periods are not just for women.
Take off their underwear and relax with their uncle.
How fast can I eat your ass?
I mean, you look at me and you go, this is an international man.
My whole life is a sham.
And you can't get the white Oreos, that's racist.
I think I counted 25 racially charged jokes.
White privilege allows me to turn off someone's headlights.
I was just being agreeable.
Roma, when was the last time you were agreeable?
It's been days.
Also, if you try to poop really hard, sometimes you'll come.
You would think that we'd have our shit together.
It's the enema for your face.
Yeah, I was gonna say cleaning's for women.
I'm not a lady, Roma.
Oh, this is so gay.
Let's try to be inclusive, Roma.
What does that even mean?
Real mature, Roma. Real mature, Roma.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and happy birthday to the Sensible Sociopath podcast.
Yay!
Yes, it is 1 year.
One whole year.
1 year ago, we started all these festivities, and I'd like to think we've all learned something.
Have we, though?
I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
I don't think I've learned anything.
I've learned things about viruses before the coronavirus.
Today we're going to learn about
it.
Murder Hornets.
Yeah, Roma. They're memeable now, I think.
I think.
But the important part is no murder hornets have been harmed while making this production. I think that's what we've all really strived for as far as goals go.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Roma, and happy birthday all of our watchers and listeners.
Hi, guys.
We do want to announce that we have a Patreon now as year one. So you can see we just did a new intro, which is awesome. Roma's very funny in it, and I'm very funny in it, as we usually always are. So I really like it. And our Patreon we've put up, so we're going to be figuring out exactly what kind of content we can give to everybody to make it, worth investing in us. And I hope that we've given you enough laughs that you can, feel charitable.
Yeah, sure. Support us.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we're, we need those dollar bills, y'all. Yeah. It's just a big scam.
This podcast thing. Oh, yeah.
All of it.
Duh.
All of the podcasting. Yeah.
It's just like a pyramid chain.
You just keep talking, and then somebody gives you money.
And people are like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, this is idiotic. I checked out mentally, but I kept listening. So here, I owe you this, I guess. But no, it's been really good, and this is kind of that milestone. We're trying to progress the show, I guess, as we go. And speaking of which, we also are going to be having we have hats.
Yeah.
So that's a new thing.
That's a new thing.
These are not marketed directly towards our audience.
They aren't?
These are all around hats.
Oh, got it.
Every occasion, really.
Yeah. That's why they got all the different emojis on it.
Exactly. However you're feeling, you can put one of these on and reflect it accurately. Roma?
Yes.
Do you think this would make a good rain hat?
If it was upside down, maybe?
Okay. And then if it was snowing, you could make a cone.
A snow cone.
And throw some tiger's blood in there.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that should be a new flavor. Tiger King blood.
Well, they could probably just take a Sharpie and...
Well, I mean, you can market it that way.
You don't have to buy a whole new company, Roma. We're going to hire this team of scientists. Yeah, it would be funny if he got out of jail and just made snow cone jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, yes.
I have a story.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it about snow cones?
Yep.
That would be crazy.
No, it's about the Tiger King.
Ah.
Let's see what we got.
And we've got many happy birthdays from everyone, too.
Yay.
We got, let's see, Sarah, Margot, Steve S., Steve H., Katrina, Daniel, all of our friends. Yes.
We have so many friends. Oh, I switched to the wrong camera view. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't make a new camera view.
Okay.
So I'm just not going to be here, and there's going to be pretend people sitting there.
Yeah.
So anyways, zoo sees new life after Tiger King huge crowd for reopening. So you remember the guy Joel, I think his name was?
Yeah.
Was it? It was Joel.
I think so.
Yeah, so he reopened the place. So Joe Exotic would have loved to see this. His beloved zoo is packed to the gills as hundreds flock to his old stomping grounds for the first time since Tiger King dropped.
Or was it Phil?
No, I think it was...
Okay.
Well, I think it says it in here.
All right.
A huge crowd was on hand this weekend at the zoo, once owned by Joe, is now called Tiger King Park, and it's finally cashing in on Joe's Netflix notoriety and recent injections of fame. There's a long line to get inside the zoo in, was that Winewood? Okay, after it reopened. Okay.
Oklahoma.
Oh, I was like, that was a really weird sentence. Under new CDC social distancing and sanitation protocols, the zoo has been shuttered by corona restrictions, and seems like people were ready to pounce when it opened back up.
Well, it's funny because you're like, wait a minute, he didn't live in Florida?
Right.
Because you would just assume it would have to be Florida, but apparently
Florida
Oklahoma is a little loose on the amount of teeth you have to own a business.
Oh, was it Jeff?
Oh, Jeff. Yeah.
Yes. Jeff
Okay.
and his wife Lauren greeted people as they walked around, and fans also got a chance to meet the alleged hitman Alan Glover, the star witness of Joe's trial. Sorry, Carol Baskin. People still want to see Joe's Tigers.
Yeah. I actually saw something where Carol so a couple of guys that were like pranksters tricked her into thinking either Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel wanted to interview her.
Okay.
And so they had them posing as producers of the show.
Okay.
And they said, you won't be able to see Jimmy because he's on a television camera and you're going to be on a Zoom camera. And so she's like, okay. And so what they did was they basically just did a mock interview, but they had the soundboard style clips of Jimmy.
Okay.
Because he was talking about charities, and I think he was talking about people's cats.
Uh-huh.
So they took these clips and made them so he would ask questions to, Carol, sort of a la soundboard Schwarzenegger, phone
Okay.
calls. Have you seen those?
No.
Oh yeah, they're such great ones. That they'll take the soundboard of Arnold Schwarzenegger and they'll prank call someone.
Okay.
Like, I'm a cop, you idiot. Just people be like, okay, well, what do you want? They just, who is your daddy and what does he do? It's all the best lines from the movies.
Yeah.
And they're using it to prank people that apparently have never seen a movie in the 90s.
I was going to say, I
or
don't
the 80s.
think I'd be fooled.
I don't think so.
No.
And yeah, the sound's all shitty. The like it's like the levels of sound.
Are we still talking about Carol Baskin?
No, the Schwarzenegger one.
Okay.
But the Carol Baskin, they made it really like crackly.
Uh-huh.
They processed the audio so that it all did sound the same, but it just sounded like a bad connection. So, but I guess they got like this really long interview with her, and nobody else would do it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and she didn't. She was none the wiser that she never saw Jimmy or, just basically sat there to answer these guys' questions. They didn't really go after her, so they didn't go like to the, you killed your husband. Where is he? Kind of stuff. But I think they should have, but they probably would have gotten sued by her because Howard, that goddamn lawyer, that's all he does is just file lawsuits for her.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a cuck.
He really is, though. He's the worst. It's bad. So, we have a little party going on here.
We certainly do.
Party for two.
For
but we're
now.
supposed to have guests later.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be here.
Yeah. I never questioned it.
Secrets and secret guests. And actually, it's a new thing for us. Why? Because we have pizza.
We do have pizza.
Big, delicious slices of
pizza. Did anybody else get pizza tonight, you guys? I was trying to get everybody to buy pizza, and they're like, oh, I'm having chicken, I'm having whatever. I'm like, dude, just fucking get a pizza.
Oh, health food.
Yeah, you can eat chicken tomorrow night.
Exactly. You could put nuggets on it.
Yeah, put some.
Some ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Frank's Red Hot sauce. Yeah. No, we've got actually some very good New York style pizza that's nice and flat and foldable, and you put it on the plate.
Yeah, the
and
happy birthday plate.
It leaves a nice grease stain.
They didn't have a happy first year podcast plate, and so or decor, and so I just went with the birthday stuff.
I wonder when China's really going to catch up with this whole podcasting thing.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's a big deal.
Thank you, Steve H. He says my hair looks great.
Oh.
Oh, Kat said she got cake.
Very nice.
Yep.
Well, Kat, thank you very much.
Yeah.
What type? I bet you it's a maple cake.
You think so?
Yeah, in Colombia, where she lives.
The Canadians like that. All those Canucks.
Oh. You said she lived in Colombia, Roma. British Columbia.
No, I mean, she lives in Canada. I don't know where the hell she lives.
All right, fair enough.
Let's see. Sarah says I'm mocking her chicken. She may or may not have been the person that preferred to eat chicken instead of pizza. She's like, I already had pizza this week. I'm like, who can't eat pizza every day? What are you, what's
racist
happening?
Against Italians?
Yeah, really.
Jew broad. Prejudice against Italians.
Can you believe it? So, disclosure, we bought this pizza a while ago because we wanted to make sure it was ready on time.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually ate fresh piece slices, but now this is...
Yeah, we have to have a showrunner, so we're hiring interns just for pizza parties. Everything else we can pretty much handle. But, yeah, this will be one of those ASMR episodes.
Oh, good.
We do need to...
She said it's vanilla.
Oh.
She says, in Alberta, guys, LOL, used to be in BC.
Very nice. Okay.
See,
she's Colombian.
she knows all about that drug cartel up there.
Yeah, exactly. The, or what is it, FARC? The,
FARC?
Yeah, those are the guerrillas or whatever that fight in the drug wars or something down there.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
FARC.
You know, they support puppet regimes and such. Oh, Hector's missing our pizza party. I wonder if he has pizza down in Venezuela.
I don't know. I heard they've been having riots and stuff, though. Does not sound good.
Is it about the pizza or pizza situation? Is it pizza related in any way, as far as you know?
It might have been a food thing.
Mm-hmm. I imagine it probably does have something to do with food.
I thought it was interesting when he said that he'd been eating a lot of chocolate. I'm like, where are you getting this chocolate from?
Yeah.
I thought you guys are eating dogs.
Well,
that's just what I've seen. I don't know if that's true.
well, I mean, Easter bunnies are chocolate,
there you go.
so maybe they're Easter dogs.
Likely.
Or it could have been hot dogs, Rama. Maybe it's slang. You know, there is, I mean, a cultural divide there, so
Sure. Why
maybe
not?
they're trying to be like New Yorkers.
So have you heard of these murder hornets?
Yes, I'm excited about them.
So I've got a couple stories,
Okay.
but I've got one that kind of encapsulates it. It's actually a short video of a guy that let himself get stung by a murder wasp. Have you seen it? Hornet?
I think I saw, a part of it or something where is he an extreme, like...
Yeah, I think he's some like survivalist animal guy, something.
Okay. He's like a Steve Irwin 2.0, where he doesn't educate you.
He just does stupid shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what his whole MO is, but
Actually, I think I've seen him get stung by other things. I think I saw him get stung by maybe a bullet ant or something along those lines. But basically, if you haven't heard of these murder hornets, they're a Japanese species that lives in, I think, Southeast Asia. And they're about like 2 inches long.
I think they said they were like 2 inches long.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying.
Which is, let's see, for our Canadian audience, that would be 4.7 centimeters. Sonometers.
There we go. They
Okay.
look like roaches.
Yeah, those look like cicadas.
Yeah.
Because I bet, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of wasps and bees.
Oh, look, there's one on him.
Eeh.
So I heard that if you kill one, it releases a scent profile
Uh-huh.
that calls all the other ones to it. And so the rest of the flock, or I don't know, what do you call them? Swarm will come and attack you if you injure one of them.
Yeah. I think bees have something like that. It's either bees or wasps or some other awesome hornet related thing.
So Daniel says we're having white cake Mr. Candy. I don't know what that means. And then Steve H says that murder hornets equal Baskin bees.
Ah, the old Baskin bees. Nah, I used to have a Solifugae, Roma.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
It is a cousin of the camel spider. Have you ever seen those from Iraq?
Yeah, they're horrifying.
Yes.
They look like one of those things that jumps on your face and wraps around
Pretty
it.
much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're kind of half. They're half. Roma, go ahead and look up Solifugae while I tell people about this. Solfuge.
Fuge?
Yes. There we go.
Oh, God.
Yep. Sun spider.
Why
So
are
yeah,
we
click on
looking
that
at-
guy.
I'm never going to sleep again.
Yep. So that's basically what I
Ugh.
had. That's actually exactly what I had.
You had one?
Yeah, I caught it.
Was that Gary, Indiana?
Yeah. Yep.
So he had this pet name. See, this is awkward because I'm not on the screen because I didn't make a. So I'm gonna go switch back to us.
Yeah.
So Steve, this was forever ago. You
Mm-hmm.
had. He ended up getting this weird bug, and
Yeah.
he caught it and put it in a terrarium and named it Gary, Indiana.
I've named every pet I've ever had Gary, Indiana.
Have you really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
And somebody started saying it was the Music Man, like Gary, Indiana, Gary. I was like, I've never heard that before. I just named it after the horrible city.
Yeah.
Because you call it GI, you could call it Gary Indy G, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, they're like half spider, half scorpion. They have these like suction cups on those first two arms. And so they can climb glass.
Okay.
And where like most things can't. They're super fast. And then also they have independent mandibles. So it's like two pincers
Okay.
that work concurrently. So I took him to a pet store because I didn't know what to feed him. I called this entomologist buddy of mine, and he didn't pick up my call. But I said, hey, do you guys have crickets? I think this guy will eat crickets. And they're like, I showed it to him. And they were like, oh, what is that? And so they were like, yeah. So I just had them in some Tupperware. And so they just like grabbed a handful and threw them in there. And there was probably 3 or 4 of them in there. And we just left like the lid off. And I mean, he darted, grabbed one, and just started tearing it apart. Really, he just started eating it like halfway. And then he ran over and grabbed another one and started tearing that one apart. Like he was just a killing machine. I was pretty excited about the whole thing.
Steve Halverson says, was it a Jerusalem cricket?
Is that a racist term? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Roma, spell Jerusalem cricket. This is the best part about doing the show with Roma. It's not bad. I mean, it's not great. Oh, that looks interesting.
Let's see.
And click on the picture there. No, it wasn't, but that's cool. I've never seen one of those. No, it was
like
exactly the
cricket
picture.
And a bee.
Yeah, the one that I had was exactly the picture that Roma pulled up.
That's horrifying.
That Solifugae thing, yeah. But it was awesome, and the mandibles on that remind me of it. But the mandibles were actually independent. They were like, pulling people's or pulling the crickets apart and like eating them all mechanically.
Let's see here. So Steve H says it's called a crow of murder hornets. I think he made that up. Steve S says there's another species, the Cadia. I don't know what that word is.
Where is it?
Chacada. CHACADA. cicada hornet
Interesting.
in the south and east, and you're supposed to, and they're supposed to be very docile.
I hear these ones. I don't know. Are these aggressive? I don't think they're overly aggressive.
They're all too aggressive, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Kat says that she heard the bees in Asia have developed a defense mechanism for them. They swarm and suffocate the hornets.
I've seen it where they actually cook them or something. Like they vibrate so quickly.
Oh, weird.
That it almost acts as a microwave.
Weird.
And cooks. Yeah, that might be what she's talking about. What? I don't know if it's the wings or it's something about it though. The frequency just like cooks them.
That needs to be a horror movie.
Could you imagine if like you dropped your wallet or something and just looked down and then first you put your hand in some dog shit and then you're like, oh no, and then you put your hand down to grab your wallet and you grabbed a head full of bees, a ball of bees with a hornet in the middle.
It's just steaming and on fire.
That'd be the worst day.
That would be a bad day.
Yeah.
At least you found your wallet though.
Yeah. No, you didn't. The bees took it.
Let's see. Daniel says,
goddamn Africanized bees. Killer bees.
Daniel says the quote was from Django Unchained.
Oh.
With the cake thing.
Yes. I was wondering about that. I was like, that's a movie I don't know. And we were just talking about Tarantino movies.
Kat says, yeah, that's what it was, the vibrating thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kat and I are on the same level.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got some good brains.
She's got good eyebrows, too.
Nope. No, I'm just kidding. I reserve that only for the spectacular. No.
You haven't even seen them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, switchback.
No, I was going to say pot down the mics a little bit because I hit red. Or one of us hit red.
There we go.
Yeah. So, Roma, what do you think you want to do for this next year?
That's a good question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I want 10,000 subscribers.
Okay. I think that's fairly realistic. If we have another few pandemics.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope that happens.
It snowballs, you know. It's like you gotta like once you kind of start to get out there, you get more out there. It's like, you know, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, that kind of thing.
Are you talking about our listeners fucking each other, waiting for their kids to grow up and listening to podcasts?
Nope.
Did you say gross?
Yeah, gross. I don't want to think about other people having sex.
Oh yeah, Roma and her other people having sex fetish and phobia. Oh yeah, we were going to talk about something like this.
We were arguing about porn.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Roma,
I think it's disgusting how people masturbate all the time, and not necessarily masturbation. Looking at porn, I think is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I look at porn very infrequently. It has a purpose, and then when I'm done with it, I don't think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't. Mm-hmm. There's nothing about it that I enjoy outside of the whole purpose, I guess. But like people that are addicted to porn, specifically men, it's disgusting.
Well, I get it. I get what you're saying, but I think that there are definite benefits to it as a guy because we are visually stimulated.
I mean, that's
really it.
Fine, but why would you want to watch complete strangers do disgusting things with each other?
I don't know if it's disgusting. I mean,
it is disgusting. Dude, sex is gross.
You say it is.
Gross sex is gross. I mean, if you're in a loving relationship...
Oh, then it's really gross.
No, see,
yes.
No.
Strangers' sex is better.
What?
It is. Because you are having dirty, rotten, disgusting times in the backseat of a car.
See, I don't think that's how I have sex with strangers.
No, you're not doing it right. And that's why you don't like it.
No. When I meet a stranger, I'm not... Dude, I won't even shake people's hands half the time. It's like, I don't want your fucking germs, so why would I do something totally disgusting with a stranger?
It's dangerous.
It's disgusting. Don't get me wrong. I like sex when it's an appropriate with appropriate person with an appropriate time, and I'm in the appropriate mood. But to like just meet somebody and be like, hey, why don't you come on over? I don't know you. I don't even know if you take care of your teeth. You probably have fucking halitosis. I don't know if you washed your ass today, but we want to go fuck? No. Dude, did you even wash your hands today? Did you wash your hands before you ate today?
Roma, the appropriateness of your encounters, that's the sexiest part.
Gross.
I don't think you're the best person to call other people's, what turns other people on, because obviously it's very different for very different people.
Steve H. says, where's the line between being addicted to porn and watching it multiple times a week to get off?
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you're doing it daily, you're probably addicted.
That is not the definition of addicted. The definition of addicted is when it creates negative consequences in your life.
But I'm just saying, for me personally, I think
yeah.
if somebody's doing it daily, you have a compulsion that you don't need to do anything every day. You don't even need to eat every day if you don't want to.
Well, that's true.
And so, like, for me, I just feel like if I was compelled to watch porn every day, there would be something wrong. There would be something missing in my life that would make me go pursue something like that. And I guess, okay, I think one of my big things too, and granted, I haven't had this actually happen in any of my relationships, but I think porn ruins people's relationships.
Okay, that's different then.
And I definitely think, I guess if you're a single guy, it's different in general, but I think I'm okay with porn. I do watch porn. I think it's fine in general, but when you have a preoccupation with it, there's a problem. And I think that the whole act of porn is degrading and disgusting, but sex is kind of degrading and disgusting, I think, in general. But I feel like, Steve S. agrees with America. I feel like, for instance, I know that I've talked to men before, and like right away they start talking about sex. And I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know you. And like, or, they're like, what is your sexual fantasy? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have like some sexual fantasy. I mean, like if I'm with somebody and like I'm into them and we like explore things together, that's fine. But like, I guess there's a certain type of porn I like to watch in general, but like this guy obviously had issues with pornography. And he was like kind of trying to feel me out, like, hey, would you be down for a threesome, this, that, and the other? I'm like, you're disgusting, dude. Like, why? Don't talk to me. It's like funny, joking about sending nudes and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not a send nudes kind of girl. If we're seeing each other for long periods of time, I'll send you some nudes. But I'm not going to like just meet you on Instagram and fucking send you out nudes.
Well, see, but there's a lot of people there's a lot of that out there.
It's debaucherous and it's disgusting.
Well, you're judging people. I think I think people are free to do whatever they want as long as they're being responsible.
Doesn't mean that I can't judge them for it.
Well, then fine. But I'm just saying, what makes you happy, it does not mean that other people are wrong for doing other things. Because there's such a wide variety of choices that people can make as far as their sexual desires.
So Kat says she doesn't mind porn, but I think, and mostly for younger guys lately, it's mostly for younger guys. It's creating an unrealistic standard. I just think, and like I have other girlfriends as well that like they'll have a guy and they'll pursue her and pursue her and pursue her, and it's like finally like, okay, like you want to, like let's hang out tonight, like let's chill, and immediately they try to get down their pants, and it's like, dude, can I get to know you as a human being? Like, what makes you think that women are just for sex? And you know what makes them think that? Porn does.
Well, that hormones, we get hormones that give us constant erections from the age of 13, 14, all throughout our teenage years, into our 20s. In our 30s, we start to control things and stop being all, like when we're walking behind women, we're thinking about, fucking tackling them and shit. But I'm just saying, you're judging from you, where you go, I think I'll masturbate today. No, I'm like, I'm going to fucking... it's like fucking
an addiction.
No, but that's how
if you don't have
your
impulse
physiology
control,
is. No, I'm serious. If I go more than 2 days or so, stop telling me what's up with me, Roma. If I go more than 2 days, I start looking at women in a way I don't like to look at them.
No, I
Which
disagree.
means you would hate the way I look at them.
Yeah, don't.
Well, then stop judging. Stop being judgmental of other people.
Why don't you not get so upset about me being judgmental?
Well, because you're saying that oh, if I watch porn, I'm disgusting or if I meet up with people and fuck them.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait,
are you saying doing porn or watching porn?
Porn in general is disgusting.
It's even a worse blanket statement. Because if you were like, oh, just people who commit porn, they're the disgusting ones, but you can watch it. That's fine. You just jerk off and then fucking, So wait, the entire world you're encapsulating in your fucking dogmatic, no, you should really get to know a lady and make her some tea and,
Yeah, you should.
You know how many girls want you to spit in their mouths?
Once you make them some tea.
All right. Yep, I agree. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know we were on the same level there.
I'm not saying women don't have, degrade, what's a good word for it?
Cunt slap.
No.
Wait, hold on. Got it.
Nailed it.
Yep.
I think I don't. It's not that I don't think women are perverse, because they are.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Duh. But I'm saying porn is perverse, and the fact that you need to seek it out shows some. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you need to masturbate. I understand that. But if you're watching porn every day, every other day, if you feel driven to go seek it out, there is a problem there that is not normal. It might be quote unquote normal, but it's not healthy.
Yeah. And I totally agree that relationships, it's not good. I mean, unless you're watching it together, unless you have some kind of agreement like, hey, we'll only watch porn together. But then you can't be judgmental of what he watches, because you just have to be like, well, no. I just mean you can't be like, no, you're only going to watch gay porn. And then he's like, but I'm probably going to watch some other porn. And then you're like, no, you're not. And then you go, well, this is probably not going to be good for our relationship, but I don't care. Okay. I'm just going to be in the garage with all of my oils and lubricants for motors and whatnot.
Apparently somebody said commit porn, and I don't know. Did I say that? You said that?
I don't know. I think I said people who commit porn. Yeah.
Sarah liked it.
Yeah.
Margot says primal urges. I mean, I get that. I'm not stupid. I'm almost 40 years old. I've had plenty of sex. I've been married. Like, I understand all that. I've had all kinds of boyfriends, but at the same time, like, if you are driven by lust, there is a problem.
Yeah.
If you're lustful for your partner, that's fine, but you should have like a melding of the minds and actually care and respect about that person. If you're just lusting after them because you have this like, incessant desire to fuck, beep, beep.
Is that the one?
Yep, that was it. See, I do need my own soundboard.
Yes.
There's something deeper going on there.
Yeah. But like, okay, what if you travel? What if or your husband or whomever, your loved one travels?
Okay.
Where does porn lie in that? So
I'm not saying my significant other can't watch porn.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, is that better than, because you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to send you nudes and shit. I'm not going to talk dirty to you on the phone.
This is somebody I just met.
No. I'm giving you a hypothetical.
Okay.
Yeah. So then what does that person do? If you're not going to create porn for them or be their object of desire, what happens when they...
Well, if I was in a committed relationship, I would be that person for them. But if I just met some bro, no, I'm not going to fucking send you nudes. Yeah, go jerk off in your hotel room.
Yeah.
If that's what you're into, that's fine. Guess what? We're probably not going to be together very long because apparently you're just not a stand-up
So he has a
guy.
Traveling job and,
and
you're going to say, fuck you?
Depraved, some kind of depraved guy with no, like, I don't know.
I never said any of that. I just said he travels.
So
why are you putting that on him?
Know?
He's such a great guy.
Is he?
Yeah, Phil. You know him. He's great. He's the best guy. But he's got to tug one out every now and then. I'm just saying.
That's fine.
You want him standing at a bus stop doing it? While the kids are going to school,
like
Roma?
I said, we probably wouldn't be together very long.
Just because you driven him to this.
I know men masturbate. Women masturbate. I'm saying porn is gross. And people that are drawn to porn, it has to do it over and over again, once, twice.
3 times a lady.
A day.
And I love you. Lionel Richie for the folks there.
See, I'm pretty sure you're addicted to porn, and that's why you're arguing so vehemently against this.
I don't think I'm addicted. I think I use it because and here's the other thing. If you don't masturbate, you will get into some shitty relationships.
Okay.
For sex, especially as a man.
I could see that.
Yeah. It's bad. I don't know how all these people did that no fap whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think that there is a point where you get past it and then you just never need to jerk off again. Like your body just starts eating itself. But day 2, day 3 of no,
I mean, I think a lot of people that do the no masturbation thing have partners. And so they're having sex, but they're not masturbating.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
Yeah. But I mean, how often are you having sex?
Yeah. I mean, like fucking 6 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if she's tired. No, but that's the thing is I was talking to somebody and I said, I don't know if I really like sex or if it's just the act of it, the feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what drives me to have sex. If it's just like kind of that impulse, because I do have that addictive personality where I like to, if something makes me feel good, I like to do more of it. But so if eating one piece of pizza is good, eating 7 pieces of pizza is great. And then of course you go, oh my God, why did I do that?
Well, and so I think that kind of validates my point is that I don't enjoy having sex just because it's sex. I enjoy having sex with somebody that I enjoy being with and wanting to do that with.
Yeah.
So I would never just meet a random dude and have sex with him, and I couldn't enjoy it because I wouldn't have that connection. I wouldn't feel protected. I wouldn't feel secure. I wouldn't feel loved. I wouldn't feel any of those things. And it's a very vulnerable position specifically for a woman. And so for men that are just be all like, hey, have you ever thought about doing threesome with another dude? And I'm like, not really. I mean,
wait, what dude is saying that?
Dude, I've had it happen, because because they're so addicted to porn, they think that the world is porn, and this is what they watch, and that's what gets them off because they, gone to that level or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, chicks don't, it's not a, I don't think it's a natural thing. I think it is an addictive mental thing that they've built up. And so anyways, and then I've been with other guys that were absolute gentlemen. They would never say anything that was inappropriate outside of an appropriate situation, and
gay guys or what?
No, totally straight, extremely masculine, deep voices, tall, broad shoulders, muscular, but they were just brought up.
Men?
They were just brought up right. They just knew how to be respectful to women. They didn't objectify women.
Yeah.
As blow up dolls. Which a lot of men do. And it's because of porn.
Well,
if you look at our society prior to VHS or whatever, or like at least the internet, men treated women way better than they do now.
But I wonder if that's more a commentary on society or that's more a commentary on pornography, because pornography, I would say the rise in pornography, first of all, it has to do with technology, but it also has to do with divorces,
Okay.
So I don't know, it's an interesting I guess juxtaposition. So, the rise, I think California legalized divorces in like 70 something, 73. And there was this super sharp, fucking just everybody just fucking left. And I don't know if it was like 50% of marriages or some fucking huge number.
Yeah.
So they basically made it easy and then people just divorced. That was before VHS and pornography.
True.
So,
but I guess, for instance, the whole send nudes culture or unsolicited dick pics, that was never a thing. I mean, you have creepers that are obviously criminally minded, but now this is common. Oh, hey, I like your smile, send nudes. It's like, what? Fuck you. I'm not sending you fucking nudes. I don't know you,
Yeah. So one of the first Tinder girls that I met, she was a little bit older. She was 30, I don't know, 35-ish or something like that. But anyways, I didn't know how Tinder worked, and so I did end up sending her a dick pic because I was like, I don't know, I've heard some shit about this Tinder, you know, like.
You sent her a dick pic,
Yeah.
unsolicited.
I told her I was gonna send it,
Okay,
and then she's like, no, and I'd already sent it.
What?
Yeah.
You fucking weirdo.
So, but she was really nice. We went out to dinner and had a good time together. Yeah.
See,
So-
if some guy just randomly sent me a dick pic, I'd be like,
Yeah, I was a perfect gentleman. What happened? Oh,
I'm really
she came out here, took her to sushi, and then I ended up going out there, took her to pizza, you know, we fooled around a little bit, but it was just, I don't know, just I thought it was like a high five.
thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? It's a weird looking fist. You know? Yeah.
I went through this phase where I was casually dating, so I wasn't like seeing anybody. I wasn't like sleeping with anybody, but you know, like,
Slut.
I was casually dating a couple guys one summer, and you know, we'd make out or
At the
whatever,
same
but-
time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roma? Three-way?
Mhm. Oh, we were dating
why.
though. We would go out and have a drink and watch a movie and whatever.
Mhm.
And
Pornographic movie?
no, I think one time we watched was it 23 with
Yeah. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I remember. But anyways, and so within the span of a week, because I kind of all just met him and I was just kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm single. I'm just kind of, we can go out if you want. I don't, you know, not looking for anything particular, but I'm not looking to just fuck either. And so anyways, within a week span, all three of them sent me a dick pic. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like at what point did you feel appropriate for you to send me a dick pic?
And I mean, how do you appropriately file those? Was it like last name, first name? First name, last name? Because if they have the same name.
They didn't have the same name.
No John Smiths?
No.
Okay. Because I would have been concerned about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did save them though. I saved them for blackmail later if I needed to.
Yeah. To compare to blackmails? I mean, I've heard things. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think it's creepy. I just think, and I guess you know what? Maybe I'm just old fashioned. But like when
You are.
I was younger and I dated, men didn't act that way. They didn't act that way. I've never had a man act that within the last 6 years.
Mhm.
I've had men do things that were so completely inappropriate that would never have happened earlier in my life ever.
Yeah. The times they are changing, Roma.
That's not for the good though.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's there's a lot of, I think there's good to it and there's bad to it. So there's good because of all the connectivity and everything moves faster. There's so many. Here's another thing. Women are career oriented now. So it's like fucking how do you like spend time with someone who is, you know, maybe they're raising kids and then they have a career and then they have, you know, all of these things. And so it's like, well, your digital life kind of becomes your regular life. So maybe you aren't going out and blowing guys at a bus stop, but you know, you're you know, giving and taking, you know, giving and taking online, because that's part of the thing. You know, so many people get married offline. It started back in the like 90s when the internet came out and everybody thought you were crazy. And now I think 30-something% or more of relationships are off some kind of app or.
I think that's great. I just
Yeah.
don't think that it needs to start with like, hey, how's it going? What's your sign? Send nudes. It doesn't, I don't feel respected. It doesn't make me respect you.
But isn't that good though, that they are so upfront and bold?
But why are you like that? Why are you
Well.
like that? You don't need to be like that, and you shouldn't be like that because it's not civilized and it's not polite and it's not, you know, it's this like derangedness, you know. It's like going out and getting, you know, fall down drunk every night. Like that's not, yeah, okay, you can do that and you're free to do that
Yeah.
and like whatever, but it's not a good thing.
No,
You
it's
know?
true. But if it's a means to an end for them that is satisfying to them, then they are getting what they want. And isn't that what you want to pursue in life? I mean,
But
isn't that
are
a
you, though?
philosophical question?
Because if you're sending me dick pics,
Yeah.
why do you need to send me dick pics? Why can't you just find somebody to be in a real relationship with that you enjoy having
Oh.
sex with and respect?
Because a lot of people aren't built that way to be in relationships with
Because
people
of
they
porn.
respect.
Because of porn.
You think porn
Yep.
ruined people's ability to have relationships?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's the first 7 years of their lives when they're growing up that they are imprinted with this inability to be close to someone? Because
Well,
I would
I
say
mean,
that's probably got a hell of a lot more to do with it. I think porn, just like drinking, is a symptom of a greater problem.
Margot says civilization has deteriorated greatly in the past decade for sure. Absolutely.
Mom, are you
Absolutely.
talking about racial integration?
Are we just going to see how long this silence can go on?
I guess. It's a podcast. Yeah. But I don't know, Roma, I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a combination of obviously your standards are going to be, or your expectations are going to be different than a lot of people's expectations.
I just want to be with a gentleman, and I want
Yeah.
somebody to respect me, and I want somebody to love me, and I want somebody who sees me as a partner and an equal, you know, at least intellectually on some, they can be smarter than me, whatever, but like I want somebody who's going to be my best friend. I don't want to be somebody's blow up doll, and I don't want somebody to think of me that way. And, you know, I've had really good relationships, healthy. Okay, let me put it this way. I've had very dysfunctional relationships and I've had very healthy relationships. And guess where I was happy? In a healthy relationship. And guess what? It wasn't about fucking, you know, and we had great sex,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like this deranged, you know, like just,
Yeah, but I think that says more about you than the rest of society. I think we're all fucking fucked up out here, and if you can have a happy, stable, nice relationship where you're like,
well, I did,
loving
but
to
I
each
was
other
too
and
fucked
stuff.
up. So,
well, there so that what's your pornography then? You know, what's the part that is the you know, the I guess diseased portion, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because we all have that. We all have something that
But
we're
see,
like, I'm not comfortable with this. Some people have more than others.
well, I think, but porn's a symptom. That's not
Yeah.
the problem. Like, I have problems and the symptoms, but the symptoms don't come out through porn. And they
Mhm.
don't come out through, like, you know, depravity and things of that nature. Like, you know, the things that I hold on to or that I struggle with, I try to not involve other people in it because I don't know. I don't want a perverse reality. I don't want, because here's the thing too, if you watch porn, it's like any other addiction, you always need more. You always need to step it up because guess what? What was doing it for you before is doing it for you less. And so the perversions just get more and more amped up. And then you can't have regular relationships with normal human beings that otherwise you might be compatible with because they don't want to do the weird, sick, twisted stuff that you want to do that gets you off. And so now your relationship's ruined because you have to find it somewhere else.
See, I've never run into that. What I've run into is where actually kind of the opposite, to where like it kind of keeps getting like deeper and deeper because you want something that excites you, that releases dopamine, because that's why anybody does anything. But we will take a step back to where it's like, oh wait, women in bikinis, or you know, or whatever, women with, you know, see-through pants on, or so, you know, where you could just see like skin tone through their black sheer whatever the hell. But it's kind of interesting because you will have that reversion where like, oh, now this is hot, like this isn't, I never even liked this before, but it's for some reason, oh, the Sears catalog's fucking hot, or you know, whatever it is. And then the other side of that is that there will be a time when I don't think that I think that my you know, perversions can develop, but I kind of have to develop those. Like I have to go, okay, what is this person like? And then I have to help, you know, facilitate that.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, but that's a give and take kind of thing. I guess
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of somebody who's like, this is the kind of porn I watch. This is what gets me off. Hey, are you into threesomes with dudes? Because that's what gets me off when I watch porn every fucking day, you know?
I don't know what to say about that gentleman,
I'm
but I
just
wouldn't
saying-
say he's the best representative of humanity that I could
think
find.
there's yes, probably.
I mean,
otherwise,
absolutely.
otherwise, well, no, but here's the thing is, otherwise, he seemed like a really great guy. But I was just like, you have issues with things that I would never want to complicate my life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that is just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I mean, if you want to have threesomes, great. But if you're trying to like, if that's like your goal, you know, because as soon as I kind of started to shut it down,
Yeah.
he lost all interest.
Well.
But I thought that I shut it down. I was just like, yeah, you know, it's not really my gig. Like,
Yeah.
and so I'm like,
But
you
I
seem like
wonder-
we have a lot in common. You seem like a really interesting person. And I'd actually like to get to know you. But because you're so obsessed with this idea of having
Yeah.
this sexual experience, you're not even going to get to know me. And we don't even know if we're truly compatible.
Well, and you would have been turned off by it anyway, so there would have been no reason to be in a relationship with.
But if he
between
didn't
the two.
have that
Well,
compulsion,
you can't pick what people are.
yeah, you can.
You can.
I mean, you can not me
You
personally.
can tell
but
people what not to be into and what to be into.
they can tell themselves like, hey, this isn't healthy for me. I don't think that I should.
I mean, if people are putting out cigarettes on you and you got molested as a child, it's kind of hard to just go, yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna be sweet and kind to people. Why, we have some guests here today.
Happy 1
Yes.
year!
Hi.
Yes.
Yay!
Hey
You go
guys,
first.
Yes.
I'm sliding
I
in.
wanted to
Don't
wait for
worry,
the
you're not on
molesting
camera.
joke.
Yeah,
Oh no, yeah, you're fine.
we wanted to avoid molestation.
Oh, come on in, guys. Let's talk about getting molested.
Well, boy, do I have something to say.
Best time of my life.
Oh, look, our party hat.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say, how do we fit those over the
Yeah.
headphones? They're attached to
It's
the headphones.
taken care of.
We've done it.
You know what? So after, I thought when you guys talked about pizza on
Uh-huh.
the other show, or was
Uh-huh.
it after the show? Anyways, we went and got some Guidos.
Did you?
I was like, oh, I want some.
Aw.
Not tonight.
Oh,
A week
okay.
ago.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
a week ago, but
Well, have some if you guys are hungry. I know you just had Mother's Day dinner. And by the way, happy Mother's Day.
happy.
And we also
Mother's
have
Day.
a birthday coming up. Steve S.'s birthday is coming up in a couple
Oh,
days.
yeah.
So we wanted to say happy birthday to Steve
Happy
S.
birthday to
Happy
Steve S.
birthday, Steve S.
And happy Mother's Day out there. I know Margot is a mother, and Katrina's a mother, and Sarah's a mother. I don't think Sarah or Katrina are mothers.
Okay, I was like, no.
Hey, how
Just
are,
make
how are
them
we
feel-
volume?
You look pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I did about 6 inches,
Okay,
so,
cool.
you know,
Yeah.
just pretend Cox.
Okay.
Got it.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, the stomach. Isn't that?
Nope, not mine. Mine's about the size of a pizza.
Yeah, mine's 2
I
Los
tested.
Tomatoes burritos.
Sia says hi, Christian and Megan.
Hello,
Well,
Steve
hello,
S.
Steve S. And happy pre-birthday.
To you.
So Daniel says, Steve, do you sport the blazer outside of the podcast?
I never take it off. I shower in it. No.
Yeah.
No, I do like to dress up a little bit. It's dress up, dress down.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
It's dress up casual.
Yes.
Yeah, what do they call it? Informal, formal?
I don't think anybody calls it that. No.
I thought you were.
We should.
I thought you were doing the Lil Wayne skater face
Am I?
Oh, yeah, t-shirt with skinny jeans.
and
Oh,
a
really?
tie.
Yeah.
No. I was gonna do the face tattoos, but this sounds easier.
No,
I mean,
no
I
one
am
misses
Young
that
Money.
face.
I mean,
Yeah, Wheezy
sort
F.
of Young Money. Sort of young, sort of money.
I'm trying to think of Mr. Carter. I
Yeah,
think Jay-Z
President
kind of
Carter.
stole that though.
President Carter.
Oh yeah, you're right. Not.
Yeah.
President of the Joy Luck Club. Anybody remember that sweet movie?
Nope.
Joy
No.
Luck Club?
Not a
No?
bit.
All right.
Kat says, does a dog mom count?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Happy Mother's Day, you bitch. Hold on. Nailed it.
I mean,
Nailed it.
you don't have to be a mom to celebrate Mother's Day. We can all celebrate having mothers. It's a great
don't have a
thing to
mother.
be here. Thank
Yeah.
you, moms, for making that happen.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for being total sluts.
Everyone's got to get laid.
My mom
you
is
know?
Catholic, but Catholic sluts. So
Yeah.
They have loopholes.
Is that a
That's all I've
thing
heard
too?
of.
Is that something
I mean,
they say?
I think when you're in high school at least.
Oh yeah. Schoolgirl sluts. Hell yeah.
I like the way I got sluttier as I got older. I can't wait till I'm 60.
So many guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to live on a beach.
his
Or live
skirts,
near a beach.
Yes.
they just get shorter and shorter.
So you have two beards, huh? It's a pube joke.
Yeah, it's a joke, yeah.
Short skirt pube joke.
You know what? They really should. You know how the saying, like, the curtains match the drapes? There really should be a thing of, like, does your beard match your pubes? Like, I
Yes.
would like that reverse somehow. Like, someone think of something. Does your mask your mask?
I was gonna say if you have that really sharply cut, like the douchebag, beards, just have your pubes
Oh, yeah.
all murdered out,
Oh, yeah.
zigzaggy.
That'd be sick.
I wonder if you could kind of use going without a mask. You could also say, I'm going Camasco. I don't know.
That was pretty close. Commands.
We'll work on it. Yeah. We'll work on that.
I'll be working on it, so don't worry about
That's
me.
a hot take.
That's going to be your goal for the week.
That was just the rough draft, you guys.
Yeah.
You should hear some of my more polished ideas.
They're so racist.
Graceful Grizzly says, "You're here." Said, "Happy birthday, y'all! You guys are awesome." Had to drop in.
Graceful Grizzly, thank you very much. Their podcast.
Daniel says that he was curious because it would seem odd to him to picture you it in a normal T-shirt.
I don't really wear T-shirts, actually. I
You
mean,
don't?
I do.
I feel like I always see you in t-shirts, honestly.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. I feel like what you just said was a
Well,
lie.
then
I'm
just
calling
fuck
you
me
out.
then, huh?
Yeah.
Can't put together an image for the people?
Hey, do you guys want some adult beverages?
Ooh.
What do you
I
got?
am an adult.
I've got a White Claw and a Truly.
Flavor me.
Raspberry, wild berry, and
No berry.
blueberry, and a
And tame berry.
And then how many of the White Claws do you have?
only one.
Beer
That's
me
my
that
last
White
one.
Claw.
Yeah, give me the White Claw. I'll take a blueberry.
Grab it.
Oh. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you, producer Roma.
Yep.
I feel like, your blazer look, it's kind of like you're a never nude, but you're like a never no blazer.
Yeah. Is it just no pants with the delivery guy for the pizza?
You said you showered in it, so I visioned no pants, but still
Yeah.
blazer. I mean, I didn't vision it long, but,
They're tearaway T-shirts.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The roughest part is having to is Velcro your own T-shirts, you know?
Yeah, that's all.
Graceful Grizzly says, "Congrats on your new song at EXAEA12."
So it's
Have you heard on-
pronounced.
Yeah, how's it
Isn't
pronounced?
it pronounced Kyle?
It's. I
That's
love
what I
that.
heard. That's what I heard.
So it's X-A12.
So did you hear that Elon Musk had a kid?
That's his kid's name.
No.
So he
Oh,
just had a baby. Oh, I have a story.
my
about
child.
It. I have a story about it.
People ask me if
I
How do you
love
say it?
Elon.
AX-12.
X-A12. So the AE is pronounced Ash.
That's illegally Kelly. Thanks, there's a
DMZ.
story. I went to Trader Joe's and people were looking at me kind of weird, and then the guy that was serving the little snacks, the in the back
snack
corner
guy?
or whatever, yeah,
Everyone's hero?
snack guy, yeah, everybody's favorite guy. He's like, "Anybody told you look just like Elon Musk?"
Oh.
And I was like, no, and I was like, I wonder if a story just came out, and so everybody, because I like there's people that are like, like looking at me like that.
Were you
and
wearing the blazer?
Yeah, do you have pants on?
I believe both of those. Wait, one of those is not true, and I believe the other is likely.
Probable.
Yeah, probable. Probability is high. But it was just interesting because I felt weird when I walked in, and then getting to him, I'm like, oh, is that what that shit's about? Because I don't know why. So, maybe a story came out and people were like, hey, look at Elon Musk, and then they're like, wait, that guy looks like him.
So if you had a little bit darker of hair,
yeah,
I'm thinking we could do some work.
totally.
Do you want to eat at free restaurants when they reopen?
Yeah, totally.
All right. Darken hair.
I'm gonna start doing the South African accent. See, he's aging pretty. I don't know.
It's
Aggressively.
not the best picture.
Maybe make the jowls a little bit.
I mean, those aren't very flattering pictures because this is TMZ,
No.
so.
Yeah,
Gotta love him, though.
that's true. No, he's awesome. I really like him.
But so he named his kid him and Grimes. So Grimes is actually like a DJ.
She makes music. She makes alternative music. It's really cool.
It is really cool. I have an album of her that I listened to a lot, probably like 2016. But so it was crazy to find out that they were having a kid together. Like I had no idea.
Yeah, you know what kind of
Agreed.
dirty fucking that robot does?
Right?
Yeah.
I bet he
Roma was
definitely
telling
has
me all about how she hates pornography and that people shouldn't have sex because it's disgusting.
I didn't say it exactly like that, but
Yeah.
something similar.
Pornography can have harmful effects on people's
Thank
mental
you.
health for sure.
Oh,
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, I think there's good and bad in everything. Unfortunately, I do feel like that field, maybe it's somewhat dark origins, but
You're talking about scat porn, though, right? Exclusively?
jazz scat, skibidi boop bap.
Scoopity boop pop.
That is sexy.
So-
I probably can't watch it.
So anyway, so he named his kid this AE thing, A12. Well, he's named
Ash.
after.
X-Ash A12. But it's a no-go, right?
So, yeah, because in California, you can't have any numbers or non-letters, like symbols or anything.
Yeah.
But they named him after one of their favorite jets, and which was the, what is that? The
SR-12. I actually saw a
Okay.
tweet about it. I saw her tweet. She was like, she just tweeted why she named the kid that, and he goes, actually, she said,
Oh, here you
yeah,
go.
there it is.
the unknown variable. What's it called? Ash? Is that what it is? The AE thing?
That's how they said to pronounce it. From Elon Musk himself. He did an
Okay.
interview with Joe Rogan.
An elven spelling of AI.
Yeah. A12, precursor to the SR-17, our favorite aircraft. But no weapons, no defense, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. And A, Archangel, my favorite song. And this is a metal rat? I don't get it.
His favorite
I
song,
was gonna
he's
name-
a metal rat, I bet, is what he's saying.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good.
Well, it's, dude, for everything that you've done, I'll let you name your kid something ridiculous.
Right, seriously.
I mean, really. What are you
Metal
gonna do?
rat wouldn't be a bad description. I feel like he would relate with those words.
Mm-hmm.
He does spend an awful lot of time
But,
ratting around metal.
and who are you trying to impress at this time? You
He's
know?
still trying to impress people. He's trying to shoot people to Mars or to the moon or
No,
wherever.
he's trying to shoot himself to Mars. See, that's the thing is Roma and I were talking about his Starlink program. Have you guys become aware of his satellite internet that he's doing to cover the entire globe?
No.
So he's launching a Starlink. It's a constellation of satellites, which means it's going to cover the whole globe. And so he's going to fire up like 400 of them. He fires them in these returnable Falcon 9 rockets, and they're reusable. He puts 60 of them in at a time, and as it makes its arc, it drops them in a line. So then you have their trajectory all moving the same direction. So you keep launching them in these different trajectories, different directions, and different, I think it's between 50 and 100 kilometers. So you can put them up at higher and lower levels, and they will basically blanket the entire sky, creating this network of satellite internet.
Really?
Unfortunately, the lag is bad because you're beaming your request. So you go, hey, Google, I want to go to Wikipedia. And, hey, Wikipedia, here it goes. So it's back and forth. We've got fiber optic here. We're never going to need it. He's testing it, doing the beta testing starting in November of this year. There's going to be pizza box size transceivers that receive and transmit signals, and they'll actually kind of like move on like a direct TV dish. They'll optimize your signal. And the way I see it is, I'm like, our fiber optic is great. Like, this is for, Africa and
Right,
the
right.
boonies, and if you're on top of a mountain or something, then it'd be great. Otherwise, it's going to have lag. It's never going to be as fast as fiber optic, and he's just going to use it to pay to go to Mars.
I think it's an awesome idea because there are places where you don't have Wi-Fi signal, and it would be really cool if even if you were out in the middle of nowhere, you knew you could at least get some really shitty internet.
Some really
Right.
great dick pics. Right, Roma?
I gotta get these Snapchats in.
Yeah, I gotta send my dick out. I'm on a mountain.
It's a picture of your dick in front of a view.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Just as the
views.
sun rises. It's a gif.
Oh, boomerang.
Yeah,
There
totally.
you go.
You're up a tree next to a bunch of bananas. And there's just one fleshy one.
That could be a new photo bomb.
Dude, totally. Coming up with great ideas here. Someone write these down.
Honestly, I actually like the idea of having just a bunch of penises growing from a tree that look like bananas. Like, maybe they're yellow, but they're just shaped all like penises. That's kind of...
And then as they get older, they get a little brown. Yeah, they look bigger. I don't know.
I'm concerned. I don't want to see penis trees, guys.
Really? Oh.
Absolutely
They're
not.
delicious, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sound good.
Mwah.
I know this tree disturbs you, but it's the only food on the island. We have to eat the
Yeah,
penises.
you're straight on an island.
Maybe, but probably not. I don't know. I would start eating crabs or whatever's around. Seaweed, sea moss, that's super good for you.
Clams.
Yeah, clams.
Just dicks and clams.
Birds.
Got them birds. The old dick tree.
Hey, you guys, we have cake.
In the cup variety.
Yeah, actually,
One of my
I
favorite
heard about
varieties.
this.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know the secret.
No.
No.
Oh.
Cream cheese?
No, just how to
Oh,
eat.
yeah. Oh, she taught me.
Oh, okay, good.
I think I taught you.
Yeah.
How do you eat a cupcake now? After being with me, how have I
Yeah.
changed your life?
Your relationship depends
So-
on your answer.
I eat it how I always would eat it. I didn't realize I was supposed to change myself for you.
Get off your high horse, you feminist.
I've
Eat the
always eaten
goddamn-
cupcakes immaculately, and I will never change.
This is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be great.
I don't need you to tell me how to blow my own mind.
Did you tell me how to blow a guy? Wait, what did I?
I hope I'd be good at it.
Pick your favorite.
You wouldn't. You're too lazy.
I'm caring.
You are caring.
Yeah.
What does that
Something.
say?
Yeah.
I was
I'm definitely
hoping
going.
that maybe it's chocolate.
I think it is, probably.
Oh, that's so cute, you guys.
Which one do you want, Roma?
I don't know if they can see this, but look here.
Yeah.
It's got a little. Way to steal my idea.
Yeah, I was already ahead of you.
Well, whatever.
Ooh,
He
yeah.
thinks he's so cool.
Okay, everybody, show your cupcakes.
I'm
Hey,
scared to
mine
eat
already.
this.
I'm cramming some cake.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah,
You guys
it
made
does
these?
look good.
Yep, I made it.
Yeah, me too.
These are beautiful. I honestly am so surprised because I could not.
You
do
should be
frosting like
super
this.
surprised because I didn't make it.
Yeah, but they'll only make gay wedding cakes.
Who?
These bakers.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I was looking at the ingredients after I bought them, and they're vegan.
See, oh, okay.
Interesting. I love eggs though.
I do too.
I am not vegan for the record. I
'Kay.
support vegans. But
So,
Love
as
eggs.
everybody knows, you're supposed to take the bottom off
And throw it away. And
and then do this.
guys, this is absolute madness. And Christian, you never told me about this.
Christian, you're keeping secrets?
Yeah.
I don't
Steven, you
even
gotta
know
smash yours
him.
down a little bit more. Yours is all weird and
I know,
poofy.
it's nice.
Is there a technique or?
Yeah, just rip off the bottom.
Now, do you guys want to listen to our new intro while
Guys.
we eat these?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So sorry, everybody, we're listening to the new intro.
This is for us.
Starring Roma.
I could tell you a whimsical tale that's probably very inaccurate.
The Sensible Sociopath.
2, 3, 1, go.
Roma, the podcast is here!
It really never gets old.
Sorry about those jokes I said earlier about babies with both sets of genitals.
What does that even mean?
You know, I'm willing to risk my life for this podcast, Roma.
Ugh, that sounds insane.
And I'm also willing to risk your life for this podcast.
There's a difference between like uncomfortable and creepy.
Anyways, that's why I think pedophilia is just a sexuality like any other.
It was kind of traumatizing.
White people are bad and do bad things.
Periods are not just for women.
Take off their underwear and relax with their uncle.
How fast can I eat your ass?
I mean, you know, you look at me and you go, this is an international man.
My whole life is a sham.
And you can't get the white Oreos, that's racist.
I think I counted like 25 racially charged jokes.
White privilege allows me to turn off someone's
I
headlights.
was just being agreeable.
Roma, when was the last time you were agreeable?
It's been days.
Also, if you try to poop really hard, sometimes you'll come.
You would think that we'd have our shit together.
It's the enema for your face,
Yeah, I was gonna say cleanings for women.
not a lady, Roma.
Oh, this is so gay.
Let's try to be inclusive, Roma.
What does that even mean?
Nice. Nice.
I love it.
Real mature, Roma.
Okay, I want to say something, and it's taking me a lot of bravery to come out and say this.
Oh God.
But you guys were right. This is the best way to eat a cupcake.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I think it turns into a sandwich, which
Yep.
totally makes sense. When you taught me that, Roma, I was like, dude, crazy. This is craziness.
My ex-husband taught me that.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like everyone should know this. If you're watching right now, you're lucky because
Yeah.
I've gone almost 24 years without knowing this.
Yeah. Also, you need to tell your friends, and then also mention this podcast. I feel like that's kind of
Yeah.
now. It's like
Now
going
you're
to college.
obligated.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're using this technique, you owe this podcast. Oh, we also have a Patreon now.
Oh, good.
So, go ahead and go to the patreon.com/Sensible Sociopath Podcast.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And donate all your money.
Or $1 a month.
or that.
They say you should donate at least 50% of your income.
That's what Jesus said,
It's true. And who knows better than Jesus
right?
what you should do with your money? Because he was pretty well invested.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yeah. Didn't he have a real nice grave and all that? Nice
He
rock
did.
at the door.
He kind of had like a pretty sweet tomb. Like not as cool as like the Egyptian dudes, but
Tomb,
like
bro.
he was like, nobody really acknowledged my tomb, so I'm gonna come back out.
Yeah.
Like, did you see this? Because like I was dead, but like look at this tomb.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like,
They're like, oh, you're alive, but this tomb though.
I mean, it is pretty nice.
It's pretty crazy because they say it was like 2 women were there just crying at his grave. And then they're like, we're going to like go in there and like see if he's in there. And they open it up and he's not. And they're like, what?
Psych!
Like, where is Jesus? I heard this thing that was talking about how like Jesus just really had a bunch of baby mamas. And they're like, you better not be dead. And they go in the tomb. He's really not there. They're like, where is he?
Yeah, dang.
He would fake his own death.
Yeah, that piece of shit. Jeez.
Just like his father.
And now you're just going up in the sky. I bet.
His father knocking up bitches all over the place, not even showing up.
He doesn't even know his own father, and our children will be the same.
Sending down some goddamn angels. Bullshit. Murder your son, why don't you, Abraham?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but my mom is Catholic, so there's a lot of like religious art in my house. But it's really funny because right now we just have a router that's sitting right in front of the picture of Jesus. And I feel like that's like very representative of what's going on in our culture.
Yeah, no
We're
shit.
like, you should support Jesus. And they're like, oh, Wi-Fi, what up?
Yeah, oh, pornography? Streaming pornography? Dude?
Forget Jesus. Let's get some more Wi-Fi in here.
Exactly.
At least Jesus is watching over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it doesn't work though.
Yeah.
You get disconnected all the time.
God,
It's a lot, Jesus.
God help me!
Not the connection I was looking for.
Yeah. So, what did you guys have for dinner at Mother's Day?
Christian had not only a hamburger, but he had a hot dog too.
And potato salad.
All
And fruit
right.
salad.
He's one of the only people I know who eats a hamburger and a hot dog.
I think
It's wild.
everybody
Dan
does.
did.
I do that.
The whole world does that.
Dan did?
John did. Hank ate 3 hot dogs. So.
It's as
Good
common
old
as
Hank.
two
Yeah.
guy three ways.
I wish that was like, that represented something, but Dan is like, he's a thin man, you know what I mean? I wouldn't
Penis.
think, what's Dan eating at home? I think he's eating like stuff he found out in his yard, but no, he's having hamburger and a hot dog. Where does it go, Dan?
Yeah, it's,
Where
very,
does it
it's
go?
crazy.
Does he abuse laxatives? Is he red around the anus?
I'd have to ask my mom.
Does he go through a lot of ball mechs?
He's bald.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, he's a good guy. Shout out, Dan. But, yeah, no, I had a
He could
hamburger.
have cancer, and you guys are just the biggest assholes.
His beard's looking pretty good.
I feel like if he
Alright.
had cancer, we would know because my mom would like be praying about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
P-R-A-Y or P-R-E-Y?
I mean, who knows?
Because I'll be praying all over those people. They're so weak.
I'm praying on the cancer kids.
And stealing wigs.
That's awful. Although I do love wigs. I actually have some wigs. And they are so much fun, but I kind of wore them out too much. So now when I put them on, I look like I'm a meth addict.
Oh. Are they not the expensive variety that are made from
You can
prisoner
ruin
hair?
the expensive variety. If you're not careful with your wigs, you're going to look like a meth addict real quick.
They're
So
not made
proper
of-
wig care, everyone.
Executed Chinese prisoners or...
Oh, they are for sure, because they're from
Okay.
Amazon. So,
Yeah.
you know, I do what I can.
Yeah, it's a support. Well, I mean, you got to support the industries, the up-and-comers, as I call them.
It's funny you mentioned that, because Christian actually got Dan a joke wig for Christmas because he's bald.
Well, so he used to be an entrepreneur. He like rented out watercrafts in a river in Texas. He's like, I was walking by one day. He's like, I saw this pier, and he's like, I realized that people could be doing like boats, like paddle boats and stuff. So he did that. It was really successful, and so he retired pretty young. So like he's got like a pretty nice place. He has like all of his knickknacks and his toys. So it's the first year I'm buying him presents. I'm like, what do you get the man that has everything? I'm like, well, he doesn't have hair. And honestly, dude, people at the Christmas they loved it. It was like the best gift of Christmas. I was like,
I love a good joke gift. It's probably my favorite. My favorite thing is to just give joke gifts. Because I think every gift should be thoughtful and funny. Because that's both. You know, you thought about what might make people laugh and what might entertain them.
well, he's also a big jokester too, so it was like
Okay.
perfect. I was like, I know he's gonna. Oh, and you know the best part is, so then he gets a picture taken at the Christmas party. He sends it to his daughter. His daughter sends it to one of her friends. They Photoshop him as one of the Beatles. So because it was like kind of like a Beatles wig.
Okay.
So then he comes back a couple of weeks later, and then he shows us the pictures. I'm like, yes, yes, like I did it.
We got a meme for Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, totally. The Christmas miracle.
Hey Roma,
Yeah.
check your text messages really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. We were talking about Jesus, and what ended up happening was there's a picture of Jesus, and he's like, I don't know, he's doing something. So
Okay.
last summer,
Yeah,
me
my
and
child.
her.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, me and her took a picture of it, and then took a picture of me doing it like that. And so then, like during this quarantine,
It's
I
gorgeous.
I just put them together and said, "Kicking it old school."
Yeah.
It just cracked me up. He's talking about being like Jesus. So you know.
That's
People
awesome.
say be more Christ-like. Well, look at this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah, I mean, did he have plants behind him? It's hard to say. Oh no, that's just a reflection. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty funny.
I like it.
Good job.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you hold it up to the camera, they might be able to see it.
All right.
I did. I held
Oh,
it
did you?
up,
Okay, yeah, good.
Oh, good one, Roma.
Yeah, pretty good. So Christian's on the right. No, I think he was on the left.
I'm that one.
Yes,
That one.
he's the one that doesn't look like a.
He's on high.
Don't
14th
accidentally touch
century
your
painting.
screen and swipe to the dick pic next to it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I keep those buried.
You don't even know whose dick that is.
I have those in a folder that just says hidden, and everyone can see it, and it's only one picture, and it says hidden, but you can see the picture
Yeah,
from the
there's the
folder, so
preview.
it's totally pointless.
Yeah, there's a
I
preview.
totally had one of
Wait.
those ones.
Is it his?
I mean, I don't want to say
It's
anything,
ours.
but
It's like a baby. A dick pic's like
we're
a baby.
very proud of it.
Yeah. Oh. David Tell's got a lovely joke about it. God, David Tell's so good. But he had this older joke that he said. He says, "You want a woman to be afraid to like make flinch when you pull it out. You know, you don't want to be pulling your dick out at a bus stop or pressing it up against a window and have her say, "Aw." Great joke. Of course, I butcher it.
Oh, nice headphones.
Thank you.
I've kept looking at them. I've been
Yes.
staring at them the whole time, and
They're
they look comfy.
They are comfy.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Which
Because of
is
your massive head.
yes. After the last show, so I've worn those other ones 51 episodes. The 52nd episode, my head was just like,
It was that 1 year ego blowing up.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
guess I'm like, shit, I got this together. Fuck, man, what the fuck? My eyes pop out like what was it? Total Recall,
Yeah, Total Recall, nice.
the original one.
Is there a remake?
Yeah,
Wouldn't wanna
Colin
see it.
Farrell. Not bad. There was no 3 tits or a Quato.
No.
So. maybe
All
that
I
was
remember from
better.
that movie is
Tits and Quato. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Colin Firth.
Little different. Yeah.
The second you started doing that, I knew
Yeah.
it was not the same Colin.
No. That's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
But
the original.
Colin Farrell, the Irish guy, the
Wait, maybe we are thinking of him. He's in Christmas Story. You know,
old school one with the kid.
if you really love Christmas, come on and let it show. I don't know why Christmas keeps coming up.
I don't know. Colin Firth is another actor, and I think he's like an award-winning actor. So
Yeah.
no, Colin Farrell's the shitbag drunken Irish guy that's like really sexy and everybody loves him.
He's sexy?
Colin Farrell?
He is?
Okay.
All right, I gotta look.
Oh
at it.
yeah, dude, he's like
Fuck.
sexiest man of the year. Like I don't know, probably like 2005 or something. I don't
that was a pretty easy year.
I don't know
though.
who
Yeah,
does those
yeah.
because if I was picking sexiest man of the year, like easy.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
Colin Farrell.
That's
There's
not,
one L
that's not who it was.
in his first
Yeah,
name.
Yeah.
but his second
What?
name was 2.
No, it's not like Collins Publishing. It's Colin. I think
He's
it's only supposed
wearing
to
a
be.
blazer with
Colin,
no
you guys
shirt.
2 L's.
But he smokes, he drinks a shitload, he's in shape, and he
Disney?
curses like a sailor, and he's Irish. And he's black
Oh.
Irish, so women love him.
What's Black Irish?
It's like the darker version of Irish. So like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like redheads and then there's black Irish.
Yeah. So black Irish would be the more, I guess, European-looking
Yeah.
Irish guys.
Yeah.
don't
I
know what
dated a
they're-
guy who was half black Irish, half Italian. He just looked like a
A
Italian.
Moulignan, they call him.
Oh yeah.
I don't even
Sorry,
know.
that's a bad word.
I feel like I'm traveling through time looking at these pictures. I can't even recognize who he is, what he is. Like, I know
Yeah.
he's in things, but I can't think of one.
He was in Bruges.
He kind of looks like
He's been in a lot of things.
he looks like oh geez, I can't even think of it now. I lost the name. I'll remember it.
The singer from Maroon 5?
No. He looks like
Ugh.
who's in Dodgeball? Who's the main guy? Vince Vaughn and who's in the Fight Club? Who's the main guy in that?
Brad Pitt?
Brad
yeah,
Pitt.
like those two mixed.
He does look like
You
Brad
couldn't
Pitt.
think of Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
He's right there.
He's on a wall. He's right behind you.
I was a
Literally.
little offended. I prefer the Thelma and Louise Brad Pitt or the Mr. and Mrs. Smith Brad Pitt. But I'd be honest, I would take homeless Brad Pitt. So they're all good.
My favorite was Once Upon a Time.
Fight Club was definitely my favorite.
Oh, Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Fight
that was
Club.
my favorite
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, Fight Club is
He's
good.
wearing
Fight Club or Snatch, one of the two. Of
I
those.
haven't seen Snatch, but in Fight Club he's got
Oh,
that
I've
one
seen
scene.
a few. Snatches.
Right.
Got it. I think it's like a 3-second delay, something like that.
Oh, is it? Okay, ready here. So I'm
Probably
gonna
close.
say a cuss word and then you try to beep it at the same time.
All right.
1, 2, Flavison. Oh.
Got it.
Flabison?
You know,
I
I think
tried.
after a year doing this, pretty much got it down.
Nice work. Moving on up.
Yep. I think we're ready for live television.
Prime time.
I think you're past that.
Yeah.
Prime time, maybe not. That's where the big
Yeah.
ballers are.
I think we're ready for after school specials.
You know, dude, I'm so jealous that Chris Hansen started to Catch a Predator. Like, what a lucky bastard. You know what I'm
Totally.
saying?
I
Like,
have the transcripts.
I'll
Yeah.
make it feel really good for you. I'll make it feel really good for you.
I'm watching some To Catch a Predator tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Because
dude.
older guys are better.
What does that say?
Because older guys are better.
Oh, creepy.
Oh, creepy.
Probably true. That's why I can't wait till I'm 60.
You're going to be too skanky then.
I'm gay. I'm new in town. I have AIDS.
Come on if you're thirsty. Ah.
Ooh, ah.
I used to be obsessed with Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator. I mean, when I was like a senior in high school, that was me and my best friend's like favorite things. And we always would be like, why don't you have a seat over here?
Yeah.
And then just, I have the transcripts. That was a good one.
Are you a cop? We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
So what did you think was going to happen here tonight?
Steve S says True Detective with Vince Vaughn and my Miami Vice movie, both good roles. Daniel says Phone Booth, Daredevil, Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find Them.
Oh, Colin Firth is in that movie. And Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is a wonderful movie. I love that movie so much.
I think they're talking about Colin Farrell.
I was talking about the movie. Colin Farrell was not the highlight of that movie, but good stuff.
Yeah, because he was in, probably Miami Vice would be the biggest role he did. That was, so it was him and Jamie Foxx.
Take a Seat. Is that a movie?
Probably.
Oh, no, take a seat.
I didn't know that's.
Have a cookie. Some lemonade. What are you doing here? Yeah, it's a great show. I'll make it feel really good for you.
It's a really weird show. I
I'll
mean,
make it feel
it's
really good for
disturbing.
you.
There's way too many men that just walk in there and immediately take off all their clothes. That is a hugely bold move, even for someone who is over the age of 18.
Roma was already talking about this, and I don't think it's really that bold of a move. I think you got to catch them with the unexpected.
Yeah, scary.
That's called romance.
Maybe I'm intimidated by that kind of confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, am I good enough?
I'm like, let's turn off the light.
Am I 14-year-old good enough?
I just don't feel like I know myself yet, you know?
Yeah. Don't feel comfortable enough to come out of my shell. With you, old man.
It's sketchy, yo. Kids on the internet these days, everyone should be afraid of that. I watched this thing, it was like this woman poses as an 11-year-old. And it was like 5 minutes later, people were sending her pictures of their junk. And I was like,
Thank you.
my goodness,
That's
dude.
not normal.
Roma, quit posing as 11-year-olds and it won't happen anymore. Jesus.
What if you
You
were a
think the
real
formula's
11-year-old?
pretty simple.
It's scary.
No, they know. I mean, I'm sure it's a role-playing thing, right? I would think.
I mean, it'd be kind of sick because, you know, you think about it,
Why
like,
would you send your penis to an 11-year-old?
I have no idea why I would do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, kids do say the darndest things. I mean, you'll get honest feedback, and that's what you're looking for.
True.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Ew, gross.
Yeah.
Help.
Looks like you were circumcised wrong. All right.
I love if you ever read those chat conversations they post. The conversation's always like, I really want to come over and rub you all over. And it's like, K. It's like, you would have to be kind of dull to not realize what was going on here.
Yeah.
But they are dull. Once they show up, they are.
Well, and kind of what me and Roma were talking about with the meds, like, I don't know, just sexual, needs. It's like your brain shuts off and you start going down these. I was telling her, like, pornography is good in a way because we don't get into terrible relationships and bad situations because we're,
Yeah, because you're not getting into relationships at all. It's just avoid the whole thing, dude.
Yep.
Huge moves.
Yeah. But that's it. You can go, hey, I'll just go jerk off and fucking this bitch is crazy.
And that's a really
Right.
positive outlook. I mean, I do think, for someone like, speaking of To Catch a Predator, for people like that who have some really sick sexual fetishes that they definitely should not act out in real life, that could be the healthiest possible outlet for them, and they should have access to that unless they're viewing things that are illegal, which unfortunately there is a massive amount of available online. So, it's always going to be a weird gray area. I think probably the best thing to do would be not hit up children.
Yeah, that would probably be the best part.
Just leave kids alone.
Yeah.
Leave kids alone.
Don't show them your bone.
Put down the phone.
Yeah.
Quick, are we taking notes? This is going well.
Save
Yeah.
the children.
Children of the future.
Save
Dude,
the
we watched 1991 Michael Jackson Super Bowl. He was very child themed and it did not age well.
His humanitarian theme
Wait,
was
who are
save
we
the
talking
children.
about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Michael Jackson.
Oh. Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Yo.
I could
But I'll
probably-
tell you what, dude. It's the one. Have you guys ever seen that Super Bowl? He has doubles that pop out of each corner of the stadium from the top, and then he pops out of the center of the stage.
Like classic Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a magician at
Dude.
points. Yeah.
A
Like,
showman?
diversion.
Yes.
Diversion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like literally, like, now you watch the Super Bowl and it's like jam packed. Like every second's like stuff's happening. Literally, he just stands on stage for like 2 minutes and he starts doing and the men
Sunglasses
walk in,
on.
Yeah.
Well, when you got Michael Jackson, you let him fucking do whatever he wants.
Literally, he
I mean, especially if you're a kid.
Jeez.
But it is kind of messed up. Like, they bring out hundreds of children and surround the stage. And
Oh,
the
shit.
Yeah,
the whole
oh.
theme is children
It's so
of the
distracting.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
He's
and
also rubbing on this one kid's shoulder like a lot, and the kid's kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's like,
they're like,
Is Joe Biden over
my
there?
parents
Yeah.
are so happy, but I'm really not happy right now.
Yeah, my parents are going to be so rich. This is great. And I'll kill myself.
Did y'all ever see the Leaving Wonderland documentary?
Never.
I did
No.
not. Because what
Oh,
wasn't
seriously?
it HBO or
It was.
Showtime?
That comes with Prime. If you have Prime, you can go into the Prime app and HBO's included.
No, I pay for HBO.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, Christian, your
Really?
whole Crystal Palace is
Yeah,
falling
I don't
apart,
think-
is it?
Are you sure?
Yes,
God.
I think I would know if I'm paying for HBO or not.
How much does that cost you a month?
Well, I can't answer that. Like $12, $13, something. It's at or under $15, everyone.
HBO Now.
Or
What if I
go.
want later?
I don't even know.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to fit
You're
my
saying
needs.
through the Amazon Prime, you also have to purchase that.
It's
Yes.
through the Amazon Prime. You can connect different channels, right? So they have Stars with a Z,
Yeah.
and
Which you know it's legit.
You guys have to come over and watch sometime then.
All right.
Yeah. It's
some
really
of the gold
it's
mine
crazy.
gems on Stars. I mean, wow. You've
So many
got
pedophile documentaries.
every Owen Wilson movie.
But see, I thought that the Finding Neverland like kind of vindicated him, or was that was what's his name's the other guy, Corey Feldman. He came out with one recently, and I think that it because he was like his buddy, like they were all pictures of them together and everything.
Have you seen Corey Feldman's performance on?
I think Corey Feldman should just go for it.
You guys haven't seen Corey Feldman's performance? I think it's on it's USA Today. No, it's US Today.
He has a music video though.
Oh, his live performance of "Go For It" with it's Corey Feldman and the Angels.
Yeah,
dude, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's terrible.
It's good.
No, it's,
All of it is terrible. But
It's
I think
life-changing.
I think he made a documentary that basically kind of laid out, because of course you can make anybody look like anything. I mean, the first time you hear Michael Jackson's a pedophile, sure, maybe. And then you hear it from like 100 other sources. And then there's this one that says he's not. So I choose to think that way.
Exactly.
you hear Jeff Epstein, you hear all these things, and it's like,
Yeah. It's all lies.
I can't listen
Yeah.
to any of you.
Yeah.
You say you've been abused.
Why would a billionaire want 16-year-olds to be massaging him? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
He has too much
obviously
money to worry
they're
about
really
that.
good at
Yeah.
massage, so like just butt out, Here's some money. Goodbye.
Yeah. I've got some powerful people to bring over here and not videotape.
Do I have to get the government involved? Because
Yeah.
I will, and
So
I'll
you'll
win.
stop pestering me?
You are ruining a good man's life.
Yeah. I've got a boat business on a lake.
So did
Balding.
you guys hear that they are going to make the Tiger King movie? And do you know who's starring in it?
I wish
Hulk
I
Hogan?
was. Tell you what.
Castor Troy.
Oh my gosh. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage will
God.
star as Joe Exotic from
Face.
Tiger King in a new scripted series.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
This is going to be so bad.
Oh, this is awesome. You know what? Actually, so the one thing I actually liked about Nicolas Cage, Con Air. That was the only
yeah,
movie I've
yeah,
ever liked with Nicolas
yeah.
Cage in it.
National treasure, dude.
I'll never recover financially from this. If they do not have that fucking line in there, oh my God, they have to. But it's going to be a television show, right?
It's going to be a series.
Yeah.
A short series. Why?
Do you know? Does it say who
Why
picked
not?
it up?
Um,
I just want to know if it's like a big, or if
Let's
it's like
see.
some smaller company.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Amazon making it or Netflix.
Imagine
CBS.
Television Studios and CBS.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll probably be on just regular TV. That's interesting, because they could probably make some fucked up shit about that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna play everybody else. God, that's gonna be great. I hope it's a lot of toothless folk.
I wish I had less teeth so I could like actually have a chance at
Yeah.
getting in this series.
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
willing to take my teeth out. I'll be one of the boyfriends.
Did he wear 2 wedding rings? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Or was it like the 3 of them all wore?
Well, he
the
pierced
same
his
wedding ring?
nipples, and that was his wedding
Oh,
rings.
They
so-
put the dick on it.
Yeah. Well, they
The
did.
Prince Alberts.
Yeah, kind of. All 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know he had those locks on the wall? Did you guys see that part?
I don't recall,
Yeah,
but
he had these padlocks on the wall, like master locks. They were the smaller kind, but it was for his dick.
dingling.
Yeah, his Prince Albert.
Oh.
And they were just hanging on the wall.
Just like a chastity belt kind of thing.
I don't know if they washed them off.
Probably not. I kind of saw some of their other hygiene practices, and I would say no.
Maybe they weren't concentrating on their teeth as much.
They weren't concentrating on much because they were pretty high on meth at the time.
I didn't see that at all. I didn't get that impression. I just thought it was, some gingivitis, perhaps.
Kat says, why is this movie needed, though, after a documentary like that? I don't know what it's going to offer that we haven't already seen.
Nicolas Cage is Joe Exotic? Hello? That's going to be brilliant.
Dude, he will probably nail this.
It's going to be so good.
What do they get? Emmys? I think you get Emmys for TV. I bet you he gets an Emmy.
He's going to win a Nobel Peace Prize. It is going to be so huge. I
Him and
cannot
Greta
wait.
Thunberg.
Yeah, dude, move over, Greta. You're out. Nicolas Cage in. He's been waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his time to shine.
Well, and you guys, have you seen Leaving Las Vegas?
No.
So it's the one where Nicolas Cage, why he is famous. So he is the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola. So he was Nicholas Coppola, and then it changes to Nicolas Cage. So Nicholas Coppola, or Francis Ford Coppola, obviously in the film industry and the wine industry. And he got into a movie, and it was kind of an indie movie, and it was about an alcoholic limo driver, or not limo driver, ambulance driver. And basically how he wanted to go to Vegas
there to
and
drink
kill
himself to death.
Yeah. So
Good movie.
Steve H does a
excellent.
comedy bit on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that was it. He it's just kind of the tale of this guy who's fucking drinking himself to death, and I think he was 20 something, maybe late 20s during that period. 25, 20. Yeah.
Dan says Face Off.
Face Off. One of the worst movies that's ever been made.
Was him and John Travolta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Castor Troy. That's why I said Castor Troy.
Okay.
Is that's who Nicolas Cage played. And he actually kind of played this interesting character, like a week of preparation for the role. And I think apparently Travolta phoned it in, or else Travolta phoned it, or Nicolas Cage. One of them did not do a good character, and the other one did, so that when you face off and trade roles, the other one can pick up your role with your mannerisms and your things. I think it was Nicolas Cage, because I remember he was like this big character guy. And then and then when they traded, Cage was like, you didn't fucking give me anything. Like he touches his wife's face. That's the one thing you gave me. That's the big pivotal moment.
Right.
Yeah. So not a great movie. No. It'd be great to see Cage in a Tarantino movie.
Oh my goodness.
I think that would be amazing. I think so.
Maybe he gets killed?
Well, I mean,
Brutally?
lots of people do. But the thing is that Quentin Tarantino gets actors the most out of even shitty actors like Travolta. Because, I mean, every other movie Travolta's ever been in, From Paris with Love? Do you remember that one?
Yes,
Where
I
he's
actually like
supposed
that
to be
movie.
that huge dude with the bald head. All right, fair enough.
I also liked him in Hairspray. Another fantastic performance. Thank you, John Travolta. You're a hero to many.
Okay, how about
And
Michael?
Grease.
Where he's
What
the
about-
angel.
Yeah, the dancing angel, Phenomena
Phenomenon,
with
yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
What's the other one that he's an adventurer? Is it Secret Treasure?
That's Cage.
That's what I thought we were talking about. Oh, we're talking about John Travolta. Never
National
mind.
Treasure, though, that
Yeah.
is an awesome
Yeah.
movie.
Is it?
I feel like people hate on that movie. It is entertaining.
I like Nicolas Cage in most of the stuff he does. I think he gets shitty roles, and I think he's fucking crazy. But I kind of like him in his crazy roles. I don't know. I appreciate him. Yeah.
I knew that would come up.
Yep. Well, they call one of my favorite rappers Method Man Ghost Rider.
Because he ghost rides the whip.
Yeah. Well, he's Johnny Blaze, because that's the name of Ghost Rider. Before he became a Ghost Rider, his name was actually Johnny Blaze.
Right.
Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider.
That's lazy writing.
It is. I would say that's an exceptional example of you being a lazy, shitty person and writing comic books.
How you guys been during this whole, shutdown and stuff like that? You guys been good?
Pretty good. I mean, you guys are kind of the first. You're the first guest we've had back, so appreciate
Since
you
us.
coming out.
We're the last ones since us.
Yeah, it's we did have a barbecue one day where a friend came over, and actually that was awesome. But other than that, it's been just kind of, I don't know, day to day. Yeah.
True that. That's healthy though. Take it day by day.
I haven't even been going to the stores a lot. It's like right when it started happening, I was kind of going to the store a lot, just because I don't know if I was trying to stay in that. It's kind of like porn or something, It's like, oh, I'm supposed to do this, like I'm supposed to get to the store, and then you're just like, what do I need? Nothing.
I stocked up. I loved it. I have to admit, I have loved quarantine. I played like all the Uncharted PlayStation games in like 2 weeks.
All right, fair enough.
And then we played Resident Evil right after that. And I will miss this free time once I move back into the hustle and bustle of the regular routine world.
If we ever get back there, I don't know.
True that, though.
There could be some deadly viruses out there and such not.
I don't know. My mom says everything from the Book of Revelations is going to start happening, so...
But she's got an optimistic outlook.
I know, dude. Every morning I wake up, she's like, the devil. I'm like, good morning.
Ezekiel 25:17, the path of the righteous man. Roma, didn't you have a story about playing Uncharted?
I caught that.
It was a poop joke.
Oh, God.
Roma, tell us what happened.
So,
Please.
Well-
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say that one of the reasons we're having a pizza party.
So Steve and I decided to fast for a prolonged extended period of time, liquid fast. So do like broth and I was drinking like coffee and
Milkshakes,
lots of milkshakes.
Yeah.
And
Pudding. Cheese sauce.
yogurt.
Yeah. For real.
And so, as you may or may not know, Steve is a diabetic, so he has sugar-free beverages. And not wanting to go to the store, I said, "Hey, do you have any sodas or anything, something to kind of spice up my life?"
Which I was going later, so I was like, "Hey,
I've got a couple of sodas for you, but I also have this Crystal Light." And so I'm like, okay, cool, Crystal Light. Like, I haven't had it since I was a kid, really. I think I've had it once or twice at a friend's house, but, like half a glass, not a big deal. And so he gets me these packets, and they're for, like, to make like a jug. I don't know if it's like 32 ounces or something.
60 or
64?
2 liters.
2 liter. I think it's like 8 cups.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so I made a jug of it, and I had this giant mason jar, so I filled it full, and I was, like, sipping it throughout the day. And probably about half an hour, 40 minutes into it, my stomach starts to gurgle. And I was like, but I hadn't been eating. So I just thought, there's just stuff in it and it's
What's
just
the worst that
gurgling.
could happen?
Yeah. So anyways, so then I noticed that I have to go to the bathroom and I haven't been eating anything. So I'm like, oh, that's a little different. So I go to the bathroom and it's very watery. And so I'm like, okay. And I'm just sipping on it and I have to go again. And then I have to go again. I'm like, I think this is fucking with my stomach. And so I finished what I was drinking that night, went to bed, no problems. Next day, not really thinking too much of it, because it's not like I didn't have stomach cramps or anything. It wasn't like severe. And so the next day, I drank more of what I had made the night before and not really thinking about it. And once again, my stomach starts gurgling. And the next thing you know, like I'm going to the bathroom like over and over and over again. And then I'm laying there watching TV and I'm like slightly gassy, but not bad. And I'm laying there and I go to what I thought was fart and I totally shit myself. I sharted and I have not sharted. I can't even tell you the last time it's happened to me. I mean, it's been years and years and years. And the only reason I really realized it is because I was like, that feels really warm. Like, way warmer than your average fart.
Do you think this stuff smells
At least
like
you were
a
in
man?
the comfort of
Will you
your
turn
bed.
those up so they don't get stepped on?
I already got.
Do you think this stuff smells like a man?
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank God I was at home because if I had been like out in public or at work, God forbid, or something, because I seriously didn't think I was in danger of this happening. Cat's saying no, lots of cry faces.
Danger lurks around every shark.
Oh, dude, and so I text him because I texted the night before. I'm like, I think this is giving me the runs, and he's like, must be just.
Nah, don't worry about it.
He said,
You'll be fine.
he's like, yeah, it's the laxative flavor, didn't you know? And then the next night I text him, I'm like, I just shit myself from the Crystal Light. So.
And were you drinking Diet Crystal Light?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's all. Diet. I think all of it's diet. It's all sugar free.
You know, one of the other reasons I say you're lucky you're at home is because I have a friend, and something very similar happened to her mom, but she was in her car. And she did not have leather seats. She had light gray seats. And I just want to say that she had to sell that car because she could never get that shard out.
Oh.
It
wasn't
awful.
a lot, but it was so wet that it went through my underwear.
Thank you, Roma.
You're welcome.
I almost did the same thing today.
Was it the Crystal Light?
I don't know. I mean, because your body changes the way it's processing things when you're not putting any food in it.
Right.
So I had some diarrhea right off the bat early on, but it was clumpy. You know,
it was glumpy?
like clumpy.
Oh, I thought you said glumpy.
I probably said, yeah.
I'm going to take a break on my pizza.
I like glumpy, though.
Yeah, it's a clumpy. But it was like that. It was like that. Boop, 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 boop. You know?
Yeah,
some air in there.
No.
It's a dam.
That's butt pee.
Yeah, it's a dam. So there's like sticks and whatnot there, and then all of a sudden you open the floodgates.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the butt dam, but I'm listening.
So okay, you know when it hasn't rained all summer, and then like a big rain comes through, and all the sticks get stuck on the rain drains, on the gutter drains. It's kind of like that, but that's your underwear. And the dams or the sticks are the turds. The rain is the diarrhea. The gutter's your butt crack. Did you get the metaphor?
I think I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me.
So, yes, but actually, I caught it right as it was.
You gotta clench.
Yeah, totally. Like kung fu.
The 3-inch punch.
Yeah. Snatch the pebble from my hand, Galapa. And then you don't have the pebble in your hand. You're like, oh, thank God.
Those weren't pebbles, though, people.
Yeah. The pebbles or the head's your underwear. The pebbles.
And your butt's the gutter.
Yeah, exactly. There's your butt crack.
Yeah, butt crack.
The old gutter butt. Your gutter butt gets glumpy.
You sound like an old Southern grandpa who has a lot of bowel issues.
He fought in the war.
His butt's been messed up ever since.
On the right side of the war.
Oh, shit. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so
Oh, I'm
anyways.
glad I could entertain you with my shitty pants.
Yeah. It had to come up this episode.
Well, yeah, and so I told him, he's like, we're talking about it on the show. I'm like, I already figured that.
Yeah.
Or else I wouldn't have said anything.
It's called God's gift, Roma, to podcasters. Shit in your pants. That's a good few minutes. Of
Look, you
quality
did it
content.
once. You'll do it again.
Yeah.
right.
Why try to live in shame?
I believe in you, Roma. We'll have to rename the podcast.
Socio shit in your pants.
Yeah. Just have
Sensible pants shitters.
the Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Did you ever have those underwear?
I totally
that
had
the days of
those,
the week.
yep.
I
Yeah.
couldn't read it because there's too much shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were each a different color. So they were like white, tidy whiteys, and then they had like the bands of the elastic were a different color and then writing on it. So like Tuesday would be like orange with Orange Tuesday written all over
That's
it.
specific.
Yeah.
Like Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Steve S.
It's a vagina joke.
Margot says LOLOL. Steve S. says funny show tonight. LMFAO. And it's because we're
band?
talking about, but no, it's LMAO. Sorry. I did see them in concert one time.
I saw him downtown, or not downtown, but walking out of a La Quinta Inn.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they were going to IHOP.
Nice.
And I was like, but only the really tall guy was there with the afro. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kept walking.
You're really not that sexy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't think you should know as strongly as you believe.
You might have a diluted sense of self.
Yeah.
Anyways, enjoy IHOP.
Enjoys your eggs over hammy.
We should go out one night to an IHOP and do a live podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
totally.
Sherry's, it's open late.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I love the
Well,
Bavarian.
Not anymore, though, I bet.
I don't even know where they are anymore.
Where are those slutty waitresses?
They always had the sexiest waitresses at Sherry's. I couldn't even go there anymore.
Yeah. You can see the cigarette marks and molestation on them, Roma.
You're like, where is he?
We're at 153.
Yeah. Been a good show.
It's been a good show.
Nice. Yeah, I kind of like this, come in during the middle thing.
Yeah.
I think they breathe a breath of fresh air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide you on the couch next Friday.
Yeah, totally.
And 8:53.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even know you were there.
You scared me when you walked in.
Oh, I heard him.
Yeah, I didn't hear him. And so,
Oh.
somebody just walks in. I was like,
Yeah.
I should have had a gun and a mask.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
me.
do you want to be a guest? Like that. Nice producing, Roma. Call it a guest. Yeah.
Did you think you were safe in here?
Oh, okay. So since the last time, sorry, I'm going to eat my food. Just for a
That's
second.
fine.
He's sick.
But does anybody have any plugs? Ooh.
I was going to say, since the last time I was on, I've done a little bit of filming for Spicy Licks.
Okay.
yeah, you've got some good stuff coming out. Quality content.
Yeah, well, so I did. Do you guys know the song "Joker and the Thief" by Wolfmother?
Yes.
Let me tell you all a story about the Joker and the thief in the night. Ding, 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 ding. It's like they're kind of like a band that came out like the 2000s.
I know Wolfmother.
Yeah, and then they're kind of like they take a lot of influence from classic rock.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, because they had kind of that 70s like
Little
Led
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Yeah, exactly. Little
Yeah.
Zeppelin. And
But a lot of people liked them though. Like
yeah, well, that song was super famous.
Yeah.
Super, super big. And so I did the instruments for that, and then I did the guitar versus Spicy, which I the habanero. Well, this song I did. The other ones I've only done like the intro, the first verse, and the first chorus.
Yeah.
This one I did the whole song.
Nice.
So we were talking, and she kind of like mentioned, and she didn't even remember she mentioned this to me because I think when I told her I was doing it, you're like, you are. She's like, maybe you should do 2 habaneros. Because I was doing the whole song, so I was doing probably 2-minute bit to like 4.5. So I was like,
that would suck.
I was like, okay. So on the last chorus before the solo,
Wait, which ends did you put them in?
yeah, simultaneously.
Yeah.
I put him in.
Yeah, I'm my assistant. Yeah.
I'm the magician and musician assistant.
Paper towel roll.
Just full on spice. But yeah, so and so yesterday I'm doing like a little bit more tutorials like how to tune the guitar because this song is in a different tuning than what people normally tune in. So I was like, well, I should probably create a video so people want to learn it. They can learn it through me. But I was going through thumbnails last night, and there's just a picture of me just like hunched over my guitar, just crying. My face is super. I was like, oh
That's
my.
awesome.
Yeah, and like the first habanero I ate was like probably the spiciest one to date, and then the second one, like I couldn't even taste it. Like it didn't even matter. Like the first one was so spicy, I was like, this one was like, look, bitch,
So spicier than the first one that you made, because the first episode that you made, you were like, that one was spicy.
Yeah, I think so.
It was hotter than that one?
Because
Oh, okay.
and there's just something different. Eating 2 habaneros, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for them to come out. That one's gonna be coming out in like a week or 2.
Yeah, totally.
With a little bit of time, but
No, and if you guys haven't checked out Spicy Licks, it is hilariously fun. Christian does some great videography. He does it so you are watching him go through the spicy progression as he plays it, which is just awesome.
And he teaches you how to play guitar.
Yes, and it's awesome that he can show how talented he is by being so distracted by his spicy face, yet still play it amazingly.
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny because when I was looking at the one you did, the
Reptilia, the Strokes, Can't Stop.
yes,
The Strokes?
yes, that it was I couldn't tell you weren't playing it until I couldn't tell they weren't playing it because you were so dead on accurate until like it got really bad and then like you flubbed just a tiny bit. But I was like, oh, he's actually playing it. Like okay, it just sounds like the fucking the soundtrack. It's so technical.
Yeah.
YouTube thought so
Very
as
impressive.
well.
Yeah,
YouTube
they got us for that, and we only did the version where you were spicy. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. So but I mean that's just a testament to how
He's
how great
pretty
it is.
good.
Yeah.
I also put his spicy face as my background because, it's nice to see a man who's comfortable crying.
Yeah.
I really think that we need to make that more normal in our society.
So now you guys have got to get some puppies.
I ask Christian every day. I told him I want 8 kittens and I want 3 puppies.
No, you know what? But we understand. Her cat is old, dude. Cat's
Yeah.
like 15 years old and doesn't like other
She's
cats,
an
doesn't like
angel.
dogs. Yeah, she's so cute. Dude, she loves me. She like sit on me like I'm playing video games.
It's
and she's
upsetting.
like,
Does she put a butt right in your face?
not too
Butt?
often.
She puts her face right in his face.
Yeah.
It's
But she
sweet.
smells. Stinky cat, dude. It's so cute though.
She smells good. I enjoy her stink. It's calming to me.
That's how my dog is. My dog smells awful and I love him.
You love that smell. You're like, that is the smell of the cat I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Roma sharted in her apartment, she didn't know what to do. She was
Her dog stink
so
covered
lost.
it up.
Yeah, she had to rub her dog all over the couch.
You still love me. They're like, what's
Yeah.
that smell?
Gotta get this shit smell out.
I just want to say that cupcake was fantastic, and you guys are all geniuses. I'm totally converted to the new way of cupcakes, and
Yes.
I feel a little embarrassed for being so like on my high horse about it. I was wrong, and I am intelligent enough and comfortable enough with myself to admit that.
Yeah.
That's a great revelation.
That's all
I
we
think.
can
And
ask.
what episode number was this?
This is 53, so
Yeah.
we nailed 52 in 1 year.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah.
guys. That's awesome.
We're 4 days over
Steamboat.
1 year, and we got our 53rd episode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Congratulations.
right on track.
Yeah, that's really good.
And now that we're doing Patreon, and you can visit us at patreon.com/Sensible Sociopath Podcast. We are going to be probably doing maybe some audio episodes and some things, and something that's maybe a little less pageantry than this, but actually doing some scaled down stuff, and just I don't know, we might play around with some extra,
Yeah, definitely.
Why
extra
not?
content.
You might as well.
Yeah, so that way we don't have
It's
to look
fun.
all pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, I was practicing my pageant moves just there. The Americas and children.
Yeah. I think people should be the same everywhere. You mean like the Soviet Union?
I think that if Tom Brady
Communist China.
cheated, that's awful. But if he did, that's not okay. And I think he totally didn't cheat. But if he did, that was wrong.
That's an answer.
Yes.
For someone who won.
A real
yeah.
Miss America.
Yes, I think I remember her not faring too well. I mean, everybody was fairly
She
nice
was
'cause she's pretty.
unforgettable. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
All
Send her
right.
a dick pic.
Yeah,
All
do you guys have everything you want to plug?
Donald Trump did.
Just our Patreon and our Twitter. We've got at SenSockSteve, which is Sen, S-E-N, S-O-C, Steve. We also got our Instagram, the Sensible Sociopath Podcast page, so check that out. Roma's always throwing some cool shit up, saying we're having pizza parties and whatnot.
And very funny memes. Always appreciative.
And subscribe to the show. Tell your friends, and we're on all the major podcasting platforms, 10 of them. Outcast, Castbox, Box Out.
Box out.
Laser. Phaser.
Laser. Blazer.
And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're going to play the intro into the out, Roma.
Okay,
You know why?
let's do it.
Because it's our new intro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, and we hope you enjoy it.
let's wear it out.
I could tell you
Goodbye,
a
everyone.
whimsical tale
Bye,
that's
everyone.
probably very
Good
inaccurate.
night.
Thanks for coming to the party.
Sensible Sociopath.
2, 3, 1, go.
Roma, the podcast is here!
It really never gets old.
Sorry about those jokes I said earlier about babies with both sets of genitals.
What does that even mean?
You know, I'm willing to risk my life for this podcast, Roma.
Ugh. that sounds insane.
And I'm also willing to risk your life for this podcast.
There's a difference between like uncomfortable and creepy.
Anyways, that's why I think pedophilia is just a sexuality like any other.
It was kind of traumatizing.
White people are bad and do bad things.
Periods are not just for women.
Take off their underwear and relax with their uncle.
How fast can I eat your ass?
I mean, you look at me and you go, this is an international man.
My whole life is a sham.
And you can't get the white Oreos, that's racist.
I think I counted like 25 racially charged jokes.
White privilege allows me to turn off someone's headlights.
I was just being agreeable.
Roma, when was the last time you were agreeable?
It's been days.
Also, if you try to poop really hard, sometimes you'll come.
You would think that we'd have our shit together.
It's the enema for your face.
Yeah, I was gonna say cleanings for women.
Not a lady, Roma.
Oh, this is so gay.
Let's try to be inclusive, Roma.
What does that even mean?